Hey guys, Nugi here, and today I'll be showcasing a new build that I've been working on. So yesterday evening, when US release was out, we found out that crit damage on pets and sentries and the likes, the cap has now been removed. So this means that we can use Sharpshooter in a very interesting way. So whenever your pets attack and your sentries attack, they do not reset the Sharpshooter counter. So by only scaling your pets, your sentries, we can achieve 100% crit chance without having a single point of critical chance on gear. So we can just stack physical damage, we can stack attack speed, dex, crit damage. As you see, this amulet right here is actually pretty bad. The only thing it really has going for it is the dex and the crit damage, but I just haven't found a new one yet. So that's something that I am looking for. But yeah, as you can see here, let me quickly go over the spec. So I have a mark for death. You wanna be doing something. So I'm using contamination. Or contamination, I always say that, contagion. I'm using contagion, and that's kind of spreads to everything. The build works best at a higher torment where momentum is not as fast, because there's some setup time before the damage comes out. So you want to like go a little higher torment with this. It's not going to be as fast like blitzing through with Vault all the time, but it does the job quite well. The multi-shot broadside here, I'll talk on that a little bit later. This is for a future spec, and right now the only thing I use this slot for is for breaking down walls and breakables and stuff like that. That is all. I have tumble right here just for some mobility. That's always nice. You can also go with smoke screen. I like the tumble because I use the netters here with that leaves behind a clone, gives you some distraction. It's pretty nice when you are just running around, because with this spec you're never ever shooting anything. Preparation, backup plan to keep that discipline rolling. We have the 4-set bonus, Marauders. I'm looking to get the final piece here. I'll have the helmet, but right now, because Mempo is better than, like, Mempo and a pair of good shoulders are better than rolling these shoulders and the helmet, because I'm not getting the sixth piece of the set bonus anyways. So I'm going to have 3 pieces. I have a 4th to get 5, and then when I get shoulders I get 6, and then I can utilize that broadside. There is one downside to the Sentry's cast Hatred Spenders. It is that there is an internal cooldown. But because that sentries are the biggest damage dealer, and if you can put anything extra on that, that is only going to increase your damage. There is also the option of going the 3 wolves, but I've found that it seems that sentries are actually doing a better job at doing the damage. So you want to be scaling the sentries for this build. I have the Harrington belt, so I can run around opening chests, flipping bodies, so I get the increase in damage all the time. I have the Tasker and Theo. These are the pet gloves. As you can see, increase attack speed of your pets, and your sentries are also regarded as pets. I have the Lacuni braces with physical damage and attack speed and dex, so that's 3 damage mods here. I want the thing I want on my neck would be physical damage, dex, crit damage, and attack speed. That would be the perfect neck. You can see down here I got that just the flat damage. That's pretty good with all this attack speed. The critical damage, the attack speed, the dex, again right there. I have the same thing over here. So the spec is working out pretty great. I'm using double one-hander because you want to stack as much crit damage as possible. This is really what's gonna like buff your damage. So right now we're looking at 3 million right here. There's a 200 weapon damage modifier on the sentries. It doesn't take into account, I don't think this takes into account my spreadsheet here. It doesn't take into account the extra 47%. So there's actually another 47% of my pets, so they're doing even more. So my sentries are probably doing like 7 million effective DPS right now. Every single one of them. I can have 3 of them. So that would be 21 million, and then you pop this, and we're doing like close to like 50 million damage just on the sentries. Then we have the pets as well, they help, and then we can pop the good old 4-set bonus, so we get the companion and the slow and everything. I use Call the Weak. It's pretty nice with when you press when you pop the slow. The spider is always going to run around slowing, and then when we pop the slow, it really helps out by slowing the entire screen, and you get that burst damage. You could also run something else on Call the Weak. I would say Call the Weak is probably the spot here that you want to swap around. You can run Perfectionist. That's also very nice, especially if you're having troubles surviving. Which I find it that it can be hard on the higher torment to actually survive, because you don't have anything really to, you can't really fight back, so you're just running around and waiting until they wither down. But let's see, what could we be rolling here in the boots? Do they have anything? I don't think the boots necessarily have anything. No, the chest I know has sentry damage, so preferably I would get in the end a chest with sentry damage. I have the shoulders with sentry damage, and then physical damage and everything else. I think that's about it. Pants do not have it, belts do not have it, so it's chest and your shoulders you want to have for sentry damage. Let's see here, no, so chest and shoulders for sentry damage, and then everything else as you see here: crit damage, attack speed, dex, flat phys, and physical damage. You don't want to stack a single piece of crit chance, so this one is the one I want to swap. Cooldown reduction is also very important, because the faster you can place these down, the better, because you're constantly moving. Also, cooldown reduction works on the companion, and it also works on your preparation. So you have three things that are always on cooldown, and these you wanna lower the cooldown of those. That's how it's gonna work the best. This is still a work in progress. I'm just playing around on Torment 4, and now I'm gonna go and do a Malthael kill, because I am farming Reaper's Reps as well, so might as well show you that. Okay, so first off, I'm just gonna show you a Malthael kill, just to like quickly get this going. So you want to be cursing the guy. This is just to show what happens if you have 3 of these.
I'm still waiting.
So you can place all 3. You can do the damage buff, the slow, takes a fair amount of damage. The pets are doing work. I did this in Torment 5 as well. It's just a little bit annoying getting here with this spec on Torment 5. It's, with a few tweaks, Torment 5 should be pretty easy though. Torment 6 is gonna require quite incredible gear though. But that is Torment 6, and that is the highest difficulty in the game. So yeah, just avoid as much as you can. Try and keep the distance to him so you gain that damage buff from the steady aim. That's really what you want to do. It's the main thing. Always keep your distance. And we pop the damage increase. Oh my gosh. Just roll straight into that. That's probably the worst vault I've ever done. Oh no, that was even worse. As you can see, even with messing up that bad, it's still pretty easy. Okay, so let me just show you how this build works. You place down your sentries, you let the pets do the work. It is pretty simple. You try and stay alive, you debuff everything. See if we can find a pack here. Set up again. This is why you need a resource reduction, or the cooldown reduction, so you can set up way faster. You pop the cooldowns, you debuff, things die, keep moving. Nom 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 nom. Pretty easy. Let's do another spot. Debuff everything, use the cooldowns. This is only 1 sentry. You really want, for me to really improve in this spec, I want to have a cooldown reduction, way more cooldown reduction. And more physical damage and all that good stuff. I could probably get 40 physical reduction, or I could probably get 40 physical damage. I could get, let me think, I could get at least 15 more sentry damage. I could get a Stone of Jordan with 30% elite damage. So I could probably, with the crit damage as well, I could probably double the damage of this spec if I really wanted to, pretty easily, with a day or two worth of work. As you can see here, we are always critting.
Need more time.
The sentry I'm using is impaling bolt, so this is very good for AoE since I can hit everything. Like the projectile will pierce everything. Pretty nice. As you can see here, use the multi-shot to clear. Okay, here we go again. Let's keep an eye out for that one. When we activate that. Oh, we hit it. These are pretty easy to deal with. Just place a sentry. And we buff. Boom. There we go.
I'm still waiting.
And it's dead. Very nice. It's a very laid back spec. The only thing you need to really worry about is your resource management. Oh, if you hit, you reset with the multi, but that's okay. Looking forward, I really want that 6 set bonus. What that will do for me is that it's gonna add a broadside multi-shot, which is a physical spell, and it should help clear all these monsters very easily. When you have 3 of them, they have a 7-second cooldown. So you have like one going off like every 1 or 2 seconds, every 2 seconds whenever you have 3 of these up. Also, I know that there's also a quiver where you can set up more sentries, but I don't really think that that's very necessary. I would rather actually have the double one-hand crossbow for the crit damage, because are you ever gonna set up more than 3? I doubt it. If you're setting up more than 3, you're really overkilling stuff, and you should be doing something, like, you're doing it kind of wrong if you ever get to the point where you need to set up 5 to kill something. So that's kind of the build, guys. If you have any questions to the build and why I'm doing specific things, or if you have any ideas or any build ideas or item ideas to the spec, this is still a work in progress. I've been working on this for around 3 hours total. So if you have any ideas that you would like to share, what kind of items I might use, and the thing is, none of the pets proc anything, so we can't use any proc items, but if there are anything else that I'm forgetting, let me know in a comment below. So until next time, guys, thanks for watching.